Today we're going to be running a BANT Super Friends list. This is a list that I ran into recently on the ladder, and I thought to myself that I had to give it a shot because I've been dying to play Broker's Ascendancy for quite some time now in a true BANT Super Friends list, because I did so when it first came out and I thought it was a very powerful archetype, and I've been dying to get back to it for quite some time now. And of course, with Broker's Ascendancy, this deck is going to want to promote a lot of creature tokens, so a lot of the planeswalkers do so. We have Wandering Emperor, we have Mordekainen, we have, Ren and Seven. All of these things promote these tokens, and they're not only going to be getting themselves loyalty counters with the Broker's Ascendancy, but the creatures are also going to be getting 1/1 counters. And we have a really great early game in this deck with things like Sunset Revelry and Join the Dance. It gives us a nice little turn 2, generate 2 1/1 tokens, and then turn 3 they become 2/2s off of the Broker's Ascendancy, creating quite the board state early on. So it's a very powerful deck that I think is a lot of fun, and it's an archetype that I absolutely enjoy. The Super Friends type of decks are some of my favorite decks out there. So we are going to do a full deck breakdown, of course, at the end of today's video, so stick around for that. And in the meantime, there's a link in the description below for the deck list. And if you guys enjoy content just like this, don't forget to hit that like button as well as the subscribe button. Both go a very long way to help supporting the channel. And guys, enjoy the game. We'll see you guys back here at the end. Peace. Be sure to check out the new Swayze shop that just went live. Get yourself a really cool community-inspired t-shirt, all while helping support the channel. Links to the shop will be down below in the description. And with that being said, enjoy the games. Peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video today. We have some Planeswalker action for you guys today. This one's going to be a BANT deck revolving around Planeswalkers. Pretty interesting combos here in the deck. It really hard focuses on Broker's Ascendancy, this deck. We're hoping to find one of those in the opening hands usually, but it plays really well with things like Join the Dance, because we're trying to flood the board with a bunch of little 1/1 creatures, as well as, a bunch of planeswalkers to then all get, benefits from the Broker's Ascendancy. This deck is a lot of fun. I've played a couple of games with it already, and we ran into this thing. I got to give credit where credit's due. We ran into this thing on the ladder against an opponent in Mythic just today, actually, of me recording this, and I had to give it a try because I saw them playing Join the Dance with Broker's Ascendancy, and I thought that was such a cool idea, and I wanted to revisit the idea of it, and it's turned out to be pretty powerful so far. So hopefully we can keep this rolling, and we made a few adjustments of late, so I am playing some new cards in here that I haven't played yet, but I think the overall idea of the deck is very powerful, and we should have some good success. Let's go ahead and scry one here. I think that's fine. We have a good blocker in front of this 1/1. Farewell is a good card here because it does get rid of the Roiling Vortex, but it's pretty far out. I'm gonna go ahead and pass on it. Actually, it's pretty far out from being casted, so I'm just gonna pass on it. Hopefully we can find like an Elspeth to get that life gain going. All right, I somewhat regret already throwing that Farewell away, but we can tap this down every turn with the Tamiyo. It is what it is. We also have this now that can kill that, but I think I'm gonna go for the Tamiyo play here. Let's go for the Tamiyo play. We tap down their big Cavalier here. We go for a scry. And what do we get? Another Farewell. We'll keep this one. We'll keep this one. Could be important this time. Might have to play the Seat of the Empire as a land. We don't like that. That's annoying. That is annoying. They do want to go kill Cosmina. That's cool. By all means. By all means. Tap one of these down. And we'll probably just end up playing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need one more land here, huh? All right, we're gonna play Cosmina then. Cosmina will scry us hopefully into that final land that we need. Nice, beautiful. Let's go. Cosmina wasn't even needed, but you know what? Better to be safe than sorry, right? That's kind of annoying, I can't lie. But they didn't really find anything useful. That's cool. That is cool. All right, we're gonna exile everything but graveyards here because we do have join the dance, and we can get stuff back from our own graveyard with Tamiyo. So what really kind of stinks here though is they can activate their Cave of the Frost Dragon. All right. Well, we might as well block here because we want to make sure we can save Cosmina because we're going to fare well anyways. So let's just save Cosmina and that way we can continue this whole scrying mechanic. And we'll scry.
Focus on the future.
Very nice. Artifacts, creatures, enchantments, go. I want to get close to my alt here. I want to get close to my alt, so let's just go on plus for the scry. Now we can alt Tamiyo. Tamiyo gets its gets the artifact, which is really cool. They strangle the Cosmina. Interesting choice. That's all they're doing, huh? Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, I think Broker's Ascendancy is a no-brainer here. I just don't know if I want to lose Tamiyo to alt it here. I think we gotta focus more on the long game here. I'm gonna go ahead and just get back Cosmina. This may seem like a bit of a bad idea just because we can alt the Tamiyo, but I think losing the Tamiyo altogether is pretty bad, especially when we're up against an aggressive deck like this. So we want to get some bodies out there for sure that we can start putting some 1/1 counters on. Plus Broker's Ascendancy can get us to the alt again a lot quicker. All we got to do is plus Tamiyo to scry and we're back to the alt. So I like that play a little bit better. All right. Very solid first game and we're off to the races. Let's go. Solid first game. Planeswalkers doing what Planeswalkers do, you know. I can't wait to get the Wandering Emperor followed up by like a Wrenn and 7. I think that combo is so good. The fact that you can play that on 4 then 5. You can get the Wandering Emperor into exile something and then create a big body with the Tree Folk to then put a 1/1 counter on. I think that's so cool. Wow, we actually get in the opening hand here. Interesting. All right, we're going to keep it. We do need to get 2 green sources though. Gonna need the green sources here. This could be aggressive. Okay, it's going to be a Cleric's deck, it looks like. Interesting. The bodies and drawing the cards, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. I think that's fine. I think that's just fine. I'm gonna need to get runner greens here. Runner green. I love having the farewell here. I think that's fantastic. No attacks. Yep. Okay. No attacks for us either. We have 2 chump blockers currently against the Moondancer. Also, we could blow the Moondancer out with the Seed of the Empire right now, but that's assuming they don't get any bigger. All right, that's fine. Gets to a 4. Sorry, my nose is going crazy today. My apologies. All right, we blow this thing up. All right, buys us a little bit more time, and we do find a land, thank goodness. I do not know what's going on here, guys. I just got horrible allergies. I don't know where. My apologies. All right, we need 2 more lands here in order to hit our farewell. And the opponent plays nothing, which is fine by me. I will go ahead and get down the Wandering Emperor, get the 2/2 in. Nice, another land is not terrible. It's completely the wrong land, but it's fine. We are going to plus this because we do want to make sure that the Emperor can survive an attack from the flyer here. It might force them into investing some mana into the ranger class to get it to a 3, or they're just going to gain a boatload of life. We'll see. That'll do it. That's pretty good. Come on, land. We need one off the top here. This is actually getting pretty close to a very bad situation for us, because if the opponent gains any more life next turn, this thing is going to pump the whole squad, and then we're in a lot of trouble. So we're going to need to see a land off the top here really bad. It's not a land, nor is it a playable card at all. You would think with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands on the field, we'd have a playable card in hand, but we do not. All 5 cards in hand are completely dead. What's a guy got to do for a forest around here, man? All right. All right, good news is we're not taking too much of a hammering this turn. Let's go. Okay. I think we just win the game off of this. Artifacts, creatures, enchantments, go. Seems good to me. And I have a backup one as well, and if we find another forest, we're in this game. Farewell has got to be the most broken sweeper in the entire game, man. It is so beyond good. Being able to just basically shut down any game plan you could possibly want, whether that be graveyard effects, permanents like enchantments and artifacts. It's so it's broken, man. It's just so broken. All right. Just pass the turn here. All right, fair enough. Wandering Emperor. I think the 2/2 is a fine play here. Don't always got a -2, you know. Man, where are the green sources though? You know what I mean? All right, let the beatdowns begin, man. We shut down the 27 life total, which is huge, because if they had a Valkyrie, their whole team would be pumped up. So I got to make sure we keep their life total down to a certain point. And keep praying for that forest, you know? Keep praying for the forest. At this point, I mean, a Broker's Ascendancy wouldn't be too bad either. I'll take that as well. Not much the opponent can do though with this board state now building up. That will work. Believe it or not, I think I'm going to plus this up. I could go ahead and get a dog, but I think I'm going to plus it up.
Remember your training.
Leave me
Wow.
be. I'm reading.
It's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. All right, we're going to get in there with our 4/4. It has vigilance, so we're able to block anyway. So send it on in. Moon Dancer. Uh-oh, that's a problematic card, I can't lie. 1 to the top. Oof. Okay. So you're saying we're in trouble. There we go. Now we're playing some Magic. Now we're playing some Magic, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we start to run away with the game, so I gotta imagine this is pretty debilitating for the opponent.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Now, let's imagine Broker's Ascendancy comes off the top here. What do you even do as the opponent? I know, you know? It's just a sad day for them. All right, they got a 5/5 now. I mean, that thing is getting big really fast. You never know. Let's draw some cards. And there goes the Ascendancy. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I feel like I should have plussed this first. 2 farewells. Sheesh.
Guards, to me.
All right, Cosmina, get in there. Let's go ahead and just start scrying away.
We must prepare for tomorrow.
There we go. We'd love to see it. We'd love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Yeah, they're gonna be forced to make some blocks they don't want to make here, and we've got some chump blockers on the way back, so this is a fine attack here. You gotta imagine the scoop's gotta be coming here pretty soon. I mean, look at the board. We got so much stuff going on here. It's not even funny. That is wildly overpowered. Wildly overpowered. GG's. It's hard to imagine we just did that to the opponent when we didn't even actually hit the lands we needed there. That was pretty wild. Pretty wild. By the way, guys, thanks so much for watching today. I do appreciate you so very much for being here. I really do. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is really good. I'll take it. I will take it, man. New season, new month, man. This is gonna be nice. Oh, this is kind of cool. I've seen that in the shop. I haven't seen anybody actually have it yet, though. Huh, that's pretty sweet. I really thought about getting it myself. I thought it was pretty cool. Is this thing technically an artifact? Can I blow it up? Just kidding. Imagine. All right, be serious here. Pay attention. This is why we always lose games. All right, Jund. It's Jund. We're on Jund colors. Good to know. I am going to create a fractal, and the reason I'm creating a fractal here is because of the ascendancy coming down next turn. We also have the memory deluge, which is fantastic. Looks like they might have a burn spell here. No, it's underdog. All right, we'll take that. That's all day. That's all day for us. We'll take that. Get in there, ascendancy. Do your thing. Plus here. I'll take it. We need more mana for the farewells. No attacks. Everything goes up. Now we don't. Okay, well that's a problem. I was gonna say we don't care about the tenacious underdog because we've got this infinite loop now where the Cosmina is gonna gain 3 loyalty, so we allow the attacks to keep going through. But in this case, things changed a little bit because the opponent just dropped a binding. You hate to see it. I don't think we need another one of those. What I'm gonna do here is I think I'm just gonna make a block here with the fractal, killing the tenacious underdog. And then we'll look to do the farewell the following turn. If we find a land, that is. We should be able to find a land. We got the memory deluge about to pop, so. Battle Mammoth. Tough, 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 tough. I do like the farewell here, though, because the farewell does exile the tenacious underdog from the graveyard, which is so huge. All right, let's get a deluge and do that. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. I have to hit the graveyard, unfortunately, even though we have this, because I do need to get rid of their tenacious underdog. I think them having that is a little bit too much value to be had on their end. All right, we scry away the land. We're good on land. Now it's all about the planeswalkers. Let's get some planeswalkers going, man. It's all about that base. No trouble. Ooh, they deal 3. Okay. Could farewell again, but I think I'd rather just play out the Mordekainen. And we'll create the illusion token, which is a big body. It'll be a 6/6 if I decide to play a land here, which I think that's fine. Alright, they get the ramp even further. 2 cards in hand, a dig up. Ooh, that's a pretty good card. They get to go search for anything they want. Man. Wow, there goes our oh, that makes sense. Kill the 6/6 so you can kill the Mordekainen. Makes sense. That's the card you get with your dig up though, huh? Interesting choice. All right, let's do that again. It may come back to haunt me getting the graveyard there the second time, just because I did have, you know, a planeswalker in there. You never know. Tamiyo might make an appearance and it might be a relevant thing if we get it high enough, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. All right, they dig up the Storm the Festival. Wow. That is quite the 2 cards you just hit there. Ow. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's not good. They've got plenty of mana too to recast it. Sheesh. Pretty powerful little thing that they're doing here. I can't lie. I mean, the fact that they hit 3 bindings and 2 dig ups is pretty relentless, pretty unruly.
Won't you stay?
we got destroyed here in the end game, that's for sure.
I will get what I want.
That is for sure.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me.
Let's take care of that. Lolth goes up a little bit. The meat hook does its thing. They also get 2 skeletons. And now we need to find some good stuff or we are toast. Which it doesn't look like we're going to.
We must
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I think we just lose this one, unfortunately. That Storm the Festival was wildly good. And the fact that they found 3 bindings to just deal with our planeswalkers and our broker's ascendancy, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. They send all of that to the face. They go there. Okay. All right, well, definitely flash this in, right? And then we bounce one of these.
I am almost sad to see you go.
Just like so. I think that was probably the best thing we could have done there as far as play lines go. I don't think it's obviously that great for us. We're still super far behind, but it was worth a shot at least to get us the best outlook possible. There's literally nothing off the top of my deck that clears everything out here. Obviously, Farewell does a pretty good job, but they're still left with the Lolth, and I'm pretty sure we've already seen so many Farewells. 2 of them. Yeah, we're donezo. Unfortunately, we're just gonna go ahead and concede it now just to get you guys some more gameplay footage, but that's all right. We'll take an L there on the 3rd game. Not too bad. They had a really good run, and we did what we could. The value seemed to never stop there with that last guy, but you know what? That was a pretty cool deck. I think Dig Up is a very cool card, man. Such a cool card. Oh, we got a turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. This is a keep for sure. I just hope we're not up against aggro, which looks like we are. Aggro is the worst, man. As I make an aggro deck for the this week. Aggro decks are the worst. I make a Boros build. All right, play with fire back to back. That's fine. I mean, that's pretty desperate for an aggro deck not to have a board presence by now. And we could just gain that 4 life right back with this if we want to. Or we can look to create a blocker and get the life next turn. No, but I got to get the Cosmina down. Let's just gain that 4 life right back. Let's gain it right back. Yep. I had a feeling that was going to be a thing. It's not bad. It's not bad. Cosmina comes in, and then Cosmina can take a little bit of the pressure off my face here if I plus it. Obviously, creating a 1/1 is not going to do us any good against the 3/3 Trampler. So, yeah, we'll do it like this. And then hopefully the Cavalier wants to make an attack on Cosmina instead, keeping its loyalty low. We'll see. Just kidding. They don't need to. They got to ride you. So, yes, they will attack Cosmina. And there's the 1/1 counter.
I have other students to observe.
All right, we're in a bit of a pickle here because we are trying to answer things as we go, but they are coming at us a little too fast. And getting the Wandering Emperor here in right now seems like the play, so they don't get the extra 1/1 counters. But yeah, I mean, we gotta shut down any additional damage, right? I think this is the time to play it because Raiju puts 1/1 counters back onto itself, and it doesn't deal any passive damage. But if they swing in with both the Raiju and the Cavalier, then they're going to deal the additional damage. So we had to do it this way. It is what it is. And now we're gonna get even more damage taken. Oh, this is frustrating, man, because they just seem to have all the answers, man. They just keep coming at us.
See you later.
They keep coming at us, man. All right, well, they have lethal. They potentially have lethal here, or I could play this out. Doing one of these numbers. Now, the only problem and issue I have with this is that they have the Den of the Bugbear, which is going to come into play, and it's going to attack with 2 critters. Or not. They're going to prioritize the Luminarch. That's fine. Prioritizing Luminarch, which means they're going to leave us with one of these planeswalkers, and they give me the best planeswalker too. They might think that's the better play because of what the Wandering Emperor is capable of doing, but the fact that I can tap down a creature for a turn is so beyond helpful.
Our will cannot be denied.
Man, I feel like these are the 2 cards, right? Because we get 2 blockers in this turn, and then the Wandering Emperor comes in the following turn, and it can exile some stuff. I think that's fine. Who knows, man? You never know. You never know. I think I'm okay with double blocking the Den of the Bugbear if it wants to come in for an attack here, and then hopefully we can keep Tamios alive here long enough to tap down the Raiju one more time. But they actually put the 1/1 counter onto the Den, which is really clutch. That's actually a really smart play. Okay, so there's really no way I can keep Tamio alive here, I don't think. So I think we got to focus just on killing this, and then we Wandering Emperor the Raiju. Man, this is gonna get tough. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. All right, that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Raiju gone. Now we just got to worry about the Den of the Bugbear and the 1/1 that they created, and we've got 15 health, which is so clutch. All right, they elect not to activate the Den here, which is fantastic news for us. Absolutely fantastic. That's going to give us time to do another Memory Deluge potentially here and look for some more plays. Or I can get down some more 1/1s, and these 1/1s can then get pumped by the Wandering Emperor. Or I can go for the big play. A 4-drop. Potentially I need a 4-drop here. Which 4-drop would we want to see though? Oh, man, nothing really. I think the play is to be safe here. I think that's the move. Be safe. Play this out. Give a little plus on one of these. And now Wandering Emperor survives at least another turn here. We get at least one more land in play, which does mean that we get more value off the Memory Deluge next turn. We then hopefully can find a 5-drop potentially, like an Elspeth or something like that. Totally fine. We chump that. We kill this. Very nice. Let's see what we hit here. We'll take it. We will take that all day long. And the reason I'm going for a 2/2 here is because we're going to flash in the second Wandering Emperor and we're going to minus on the Den of the Bugbear and kill it. We finally stabilized, ladies and gentlemen. I really thought we were screwed in the beginning of this game, man. Aggro is tough to beat, especially when your sweeper is a farewell, which is super expensive. Things can get tricky, man. But we should see our opponent scoop it up here as soon as they attack in and they realize that they've lost the game. Let's kill you. And that should do it. That should do it, ladies and gentlemen. We have no hesitation on that play. No hesitation on that play. And we get the memory deluge. That's a scoop. Very well played indeed, man. That was really nice. That was really nice. That was really, really nice. This deck is sweet, man. We just came back from almost certain death. Whew. That was fun. That was fun. Boros is a beast right now, man. And everybody's going to be running Boros here in this first, you know, run through of Platinum. When things end on the end of the month and rotates into the next season, people tend to try to run those really aggressive decks up the ladder. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. Hopefully the Revelry can get us there. Also, we have Join the Dance for some early interactions. Also, Cosmina. I mean, there's some really good stuff here. We just need to find one land, and Cosmina can fix all of our mana problems by just scrying a bunch of times for us. Hopefully putting everything at the bottom that we don't need. Pretty cool sleeves here, man. Cannot wait for Halloween this year. I'm telling you guys. The new Hocus Pocus comes out this year. It's going to be wild. I love Hocus Pocus. One of my favorite movies as a kid. So stoked about it. I'm going to get this down now. I'd rather not play one of these right now. I'd rather play Cosmina early. Farewell's looking pretty solid. And we find another Farewell. Love that. Cosmina comes in. Cosmina does a good job of avoiding lethal from the wolf. Come on, land. Yes, that's what we want. Yes, yes, yes. Very nice. Things are looking pretty spiffy for us right now. They do have snow mana, which means blizzard brawls and blood on the snow. Got to be careful for both. Oh wow, they just go face. I guess that makes sense because they can't really kill Cosmina anyways, but most people would try to keep Cosmina's loyalty down. Not our friend here though. They're doing their thing.
We must prepare for tomorrow.
And it's another Sunset Revelry, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but we're gonna play a Sunset Revelry. We kind of want to make sure we draw into another land drop so we can get down to Ren and 7. All right. That was not a land drop, but it is a useful card for sure. We have 4 1/1s now to kind of protect the field. Now we need one more land. Just one more land, and we can get down to Ren and 7. And then we're really talking here. Nothing for Tamiyo to bring back. So Tamiyo, I mean, it only as good as tapping down a creature, which, I mean, is still pretty solid. Especially because they only got one creature on the field that they're clearly trying to invest into. So Tamiyo might be a really solid play here for us. All right, definitely going to chump here. We got 5 chumps to get through, so let's do it. Meat Hook Massacre could be really bad for us, but I think we'll be all right by the time that happens. I think we'll be okay. Very nice. We find a land. Let's get it. Let's get it. I absolutely love that Cosmina can allow our other planeswalkers to +2. I love that. Because we don't necessarily need to ramp with Ren and 7's ability to get his lands. As long as we continue to just plus and scry just to get it back to its position of, you know, creating another tree folk, it's so big. That's so big for us. I am so exhausted all the time. I really wish I could figure out why. I really wish I could figure out why I'm always so tired. I know I'm tired because I'm super busy and stuff like that, but I mean, like at the weekends and stuff, I sleep in. I still am tired. My body's like trying to catch up on sleep and stuff, but all right, interesting. Serolf, a very cool card, by the way. But we have a farewell potentially here. Yeah, we're probably gonna do exactly what I just said not to do, which is to plus run in 7 here and get those lands. So we could just cast a nice farewell here, get rid of everything on the board, and we'll get on with the game here and just close it out. No shot. Oh, brother. Oh, brother, that's bad. That's really bad. All right, well. Big yikes.
All possibilities.
That's what we need right there. Maybe this is the play, but yeah, this is the play. This is the play. I'm worried about our opponent hitting the Serolf and killing, like, let's say the Broker's Ascendancy, but I forgot they can't really get a 1/1 counter here. Not yet, they can't.
Victory will be etched into the flesh of the conquered. Become part of the next chapter.
All right, so this, everything here on this side should all be safe. These 1/1 counters, or these 1/1 creatures are not going to be safe though. I have a feeling Serolf is just going to take the 2 counters off and blow up all of the little 1/1s, which then opens the field to my planeswalkers being attacked, which is unfortunate. Wow, they allow me to make some chumps again. Wow, that's it's very surprising, I can't lie. I thought for sure they would blow up the 1/1s. Now all of my planeswalkers are going to survive this turn then, unless this is like some sort of I was going to say unless it's some sort of like Vorinclex, but it's not. It's just a Blizzard Brawl, so we are still chilling. They draw some cards, they get some more 1/1 counters, totally fine. They just really wanted to make sure they blow up all of the planeswalkers with the Serolf, which is really what's going to end up biting them in the butt, because they have no idea they're about to get hit with the farewell, and I can imagine that's going to upset them. Now we are in trouble though with the farewell, because I do kind of want to hit enchantments here. I kind of want to hit enchantments, but we don't necessarily have to, right? I mean, this can get them creatures though down the road. We might have to hit enchantments here, man, which is kind of sad. Yeah, just do it. Let's just get this out of the way here. Let's just get this out of the way. It is what it is. Not ideal.
They prepare for war.
Elspeth, that's a pretty darn good planeswalker on top, if you ask me. Let's go and scry again, just to make sure we can plus the 2 on the loyalty here, and then say go. Broker's Ascendancy feels pretty solid too, so we kind of have our choice here, our pick. We can make our own picks here. That does them no good unless they can get 1/1 counters on it. I mean, we could just give this thing vigilance and just run through them. Yeah, this is not bad. This is not bad. What we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna give this lifelink, not vigilance. We're gonna give this lifelink, and the reason why we're giving it lifelink is because we're just gonna do this. That's out of the way. I gotta imagine they're probably gonna scoop here. Oh, Snakeskin Veil. Didn't expect that. Okay, well, unfortunate. No. We don't really need any more lands, do we? Just in case they have removal here, we're going to go for a 5 fractal. And I suppose we attack in here. They take the 7, we gain 7, we're at 28. Serolf does have 1 counter on it. It blows up the tokens. Didn't actually even think that one through because I forgot about the Snakeskin Veil giving it the 1/1 counter. That's actually pretty brutal. I completely forgot about that, which means that that Cosmina minus was a big mistake on my part. Big mistake. I can't believe I did that. That was silly. I forgot that Snakeskin Veil gives the 1/1 counter. I knew it gave the hexproof, but I wasn't paying attention. And I got caught slipping there. Seems like a no-brainer. A no-brainer, Sarolf bye-bye to me. And what else can we do here? Think we can get lucky? Let's see if we can get lucky. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. It's good enough. It's good enough. All right, we'll scry. This definitely was a little choppy at the end here, but you know what? We're going to take it. We're going to take it. Everything gets loyalty, which means Tamiyo gets to alt. And when Tamiyo alts, the game is pretty much over from there. Tamiyo is going to allow us to just draw like crazy going forward. Another Broker's Ascendancy seems pretty good to me. Get some creatures here on the field. Let's do one. Let's give this a 1/1 counter. Give it first strike. Let's do this. Another one, huh? All right, we're gonna go with the join the dance here. And everything gets a double ascendancy pump. So busted, man. So busted. I could have even just scried there with this and gotten it, you know, to its 8 loyalty to alt the following turn, but I think that was just fine, honestly. Just absolutely overkill, to be honest. All right, very good game. That will conclude today's gameplay portion of the video. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me here to the end. We are going to break the deck down, but before I do so, just wanted to give a huge shout out to every single person who's made it this far into the video. It helps so much with the YouTube algorithm, so thank you for sticking with me. And let's take a look at the list. So, of course, Broker's Ascendancy was the build around of this deck, pretty obvious. And with the Broker's Ascendancy, like I said in the beginning, we're going to want to promote a big healthy board state of creatures and planeswalkers. So you really want to be choosing planeswalkers that generate some form of creature tokens, which is pretty easy to do in BANT. We've got a lot of options, but today we chose, you know, Mordekainen, Renin 7, and Wandering Emperor. All three of these, you know, they pop out tokens. Oh, as well as Cosmina. Cosmina also pops out tokens. And these things are going to grow with the Broker's Ascendancy as well as the Planeswalker's Loyalty. So the synergies are already there. They're already built in. All of these planeswalkers are super powerful in their own right, and from there it becomes a pretty easy build around. You just kind of make this into a, you know, planeswalker control type of a build. You add things like Farewell because it hits everything but your planeswalkers, which is super helpful in a lot of matchups. And then we splash in our own little spice. You know, we got things like Tamiyo, which, you know, Tamiyo being able to bring back these other planeswalkers as well as the Ascendancy is really, really good, making them into tokens, of course. And you got to see how good the ultimate on this thing can be as well. And then Elspeth, now this might be the first time I say this, but I think Elspeth actually is the worst planeswalker in this deck. And the reason I say that is because there's not a lot of options for Elspeth to hit on -3. Typically the -3 is one of the more powerful things you can be doing with Elspeth. In this case, not so much because of the fact that if we miss, we miss, you know, so we're going to be hitting land, which is not great. So the +1 on this is obviously super busted. If you have a creature down and you can +1, great. This thing is awesome. But if you don't, and this is sitting in your hand, the -3 is actually not great, which typically can get you out of a pinch. So that was another addition to the deck that didn't necessarily need to be there, but I really enjoyed the card a lot and thought it should be part of the package. And then some, you know, Memory Deluge for the late game. And then early game, we're not going to survive, you know, playing off a turn 3 most of the time, especially when our sweeper is a Farewell, which is, you know, 6 mana. So Join the Dance and Sunset Revelry make a lot of sense in this deck because of, you know, the tokens that they can generate, which obviously pumps up the, you know, the team with the Broker's Ascendancy. But the fact that this flashes back and the fact that this can, you know, gain you that life are two really key factors to these cards. That make them even better. But that's the deck, guys. I mean, it's pretty simple. This is one of the more easier builds. You get the Broker's Ascendancy, you get the key, you know, key players that you normally would see in this deck, and from there you can kind of make it your own. You can elect to go with Doomscar as opposed to Farewell. You can add a lot of different things and spice into here to make it your own deck. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, man. I really enjoyed playing this one. I had a feeling it'd be pretty powerful, so I'm really happy I got a chance to play it again, though. I mean, I've been dying to play a true Broker's Ascendancy deck again recently, and I'm glad we ran into that one opponent running it because it really inspired me to make another one. Again, this is probably very, very close to that person's deck. We saw them playing, you know, Join the Dance, so I've got to imagine it's pretty similar. But yeah, man, it's a fun one. Enjoy this one, and I hope you have fun with it. But before I hop out of here, it is Thursday, leading into Friday, so happy early Friday. And a huge shout out goes to always the Marty Mob. The Marty Mob is the membership program here on the channel. I got to give them a shout out at the end of every video and let them know how much I appreciate them, because they do support the channel monetarily. So if you guys want to learn more about that, though, you can hit the join button down below or the link in the description. My wife is currently sifting through papers behind me, so I'll end the video there, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.